I'm Colm Guilfoyle, this is Bryan O'Leary. We're two musicians from the Sliabh Luachra area, and we're just after bringing out an album called Where the Bog Is. We're going to play a couple of slides from the album. They're called the Bicycle Slide and Johnny O'Leary's.
Beautiful. The invasion of the Sliabh Luachra into Clare. I thought it was reels you were going to play at the start. Thanks a lot for coming up today. When I met you first, Colm, here with the name Guilfoyle, I assumed you were coming back to your roots because Guilfoyle is a very common name around here. Where did you originate?
Guilfoyle, well, my father's from Cashel in Tipperary, so they're the Guilfoyles up there anyway.
I see.
Yeah. So no relation, I don't think, anyway, to declare.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
And you're from Kilcommon, is it?
Kilcommon, yeah.
Kilcommon, okay.
So in Kilcommon, just in Sliabh Luachra, only a couple of minutes back the road from Guinegula there. So.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And Bryan, you're I suppose people would know you as you won the Young Traditional Musician of the Year a while back, was it?
That's right, yeah, in 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
And your grandfather was the famous Johnny O'Leary.
That's right, yeah. And Johnny, funny enough, got the Hall of Fame award in 2003, shortly before he passed away. So I suppose it made it extra special for me then when I got
the
Young Musician of the Year.
It's just a shame, in a sense, that he wasn't alive and just there to celebrate with you.
Yeah, exactly. I never played while Johnny was alive. It was only a month afterwards I started playing music and picked up the local tunes.
Right.
Started going to classes with the great Nicky McAuliffe. And,
right.
From there I was heavily influenced by local musicians such as Jimmy Doyle, and I suppose from a young age I got into learning tunes by ear, so I was able to listen to recordings of Johnny playing and the likes of Dennis Murphy and Julie Clifford and Padraig O'Keefe as well.
Right. It occurs to me every time I read about you that you're very young to have such a burden of weight of Sliabh Luachra on your shoulders, but you seem to have an unbelievable respect for that brand of music, for your own music of your ancestors, like.
Yeah, I suppose we would have from the outset we'd have a similar interest in listening to the old music and listening to the recordings of the Sliabh Luachra music. I suppose that's kind of where the idea for the album came from. You know, just listening back to some of the recordings done that are above in the archives in Dublin and things like
Sure.
that. And I suppose as well as recordings that we would have even done, that I suppose you would have done as well, recordings from sessions over the years, and you know, unusual tunes from the locality and things like that.
Yeah, I always thought with different kind of, we call it vernacular music from around the country, that it's very diluted over the years because of people travel. Like before, people would stay in their own little environment and they'd be experts in their own brand of music. But do you find, over the last maybe 10 or 20 years that brand of music has become a bit diluted, and maybe in a sense that it's
definitely changing, yeah, because I suppose there's very few musicians out that'll just grow up listening to the music of their own regional style.
Sure.
Because I suppose with the internet and everything, people are able to learn from whoever they want to, really.
Right.
But I suppose we were lucky enough though that I suppose we just always tried to stay true to the music of Sliabh Luachra, our own music. But having said that, of course, we've fierce respect for the music of all the musicians from all over the county as well. We're great friends with a few lads here in Clare, and we love playing music with them.
Right.
And up the country as well, in Galway and things like that.
Okay.
But I suppose it's good to keep the flag flying for the Sliabh Luachra music.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And the title of the album, Colm, will you explain it?
Yeah, I will, of course. Yeah. That came from Kieran McMahon. Used to come down a lot. He used to do a lot of recordings down in Sliabh Luachra, and he found it very hard to get a recording of Padraig O'Keefe actually speaking his voice, but
Sure.
the only one that we know of anyway. He asked him to describe Glounthaune, his townland, and he asked him where it was, and he just replied. He said, "Where the bog is."
Oh, lovely.
So that's where
Right.
that came from. Yeah.
So he's a man of a few words, okay,
Very
but the
few,
music was
yeah.
fascinating.
I'd say he was half drunk, maybe.
He was known to imbibe, all right, I
Yeah.
suppose. Do you travel a lot with this? Like, you're a very peculiar kind of a duet in the sense that you're so kind of respectful of your own music. Do you find that it opens a lot of avenues to you as regards travel, because people want the real McCoy?
I suppose we've yet to really travel much outside of the country. Obviously it is a thing we'd love to do, but as of yet we haven't done much travelling at all. Obviously we travel around to different festivals
Sure.
throughout the country, but
Right.
as far as overseas,
Yeah.
not much.
I know. And the Young Musician of the Year title, what would that have done for you? What did it mean practically or emotionally? It meant a lot, as you said.
Yeah, I suppose it was just a great honour, really, just to be acknowledged by musicians. And I suppose, like I said, it was extra special, the fact that Johnny had got the Hall of Fame in 2003, and I was actually at it when he got it in 2003, and it was
Wow.
on the same place,
I see.
the concert hall in
I
Limerick.
didn't realise that.
Yeah, made it extra special, I suppose.
And
And
you
I suppose it's done a lot for me as well, I suppose, yeah.
Brilliant.
Getting gigs and stuff.
Yeah,
like that
I
as
know. Okay. And you play his accordion still, the C sharp D, do you?
Yeah, well, there's about, I'd say, 5 or 6 tracks in the new album that I play Johnny's Paolo Soprani C sharp D tuning. So
Okay. So it continues.
yeah,
Next
yeah,
generation.
it's nice to give it an airing anyway. Yeah.
All right. And your parents, would they have played?
My parents wouldn't have known,
Right.
but my aunt Ellen, Johnny's daughter, would have played a lot with Johnny, of course, down through the years.
Sure.
Like, and she would have been good to me as well growing up, because she would have been teaching me some of his tunes that mightn't have been published in his book or mightn't
Right.
have featured in his CDs. So
That's great.
I suppose she had a massive collection of his music.
Lovely. And you're off up to Galway right now, so I'm letting you
Yeah,
off quickly.
yeah.
What are you doing at Colm up there?
We're going to do the tunes in the church concert tonight.
Oh, with
run by
Cormac Begley's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, so we're looking forward to that now.
Have you
Nice.
played in Nicholas's before?
Not in this particular church, no.
Oh, yeah.
When he was, I think it was when he was starting out a couple of years back, he ran one in Killarney and we played in that.
Oh, brilliant.
But no,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to very much.
Especially you'll
So,
adore it. Listen, best of luck with your ventures
Thanks,
into the
Willie.
future, and thanks a lot for coming here.
Thanks for having us in.